All right, appreciate y'all joining us. Great win last week at Texas State. Really good road win. Wrapping that game up, offensive players of the week, offensive lineman Blake Austin and Gunnar Watson. So two guys. Blake did a nice job of sliding in from left guard to center when he needed to for the second half. And then Gunnar obviously statistically played a great game and then led really well. He's been leading well all year. Defensive player of the week is Jordan Stringer. Special teams player of the week, Jabri Barber, had a really nice punt return that set up some momentum for us there. Defensive job taker of the week for the second time of the season, Kenny Reedy. Offensive job taker of the week, extremely proud of this guy because he's another one of those guys that was in the fold, the play, and then we've decided to redshirt him to preserve the year, but is going to be a really good player here, I think. Michael Johnson, MJ. And then special teams job taker of the week, Cameron Torres. Nathan Harris, John Johnson Service Award winner, Quentin Skinner. The Corey McCullers Spirit Award, Jarvis Williams. And the Workout Warrior of the week was Jack Chinchu. So that's wrapping that game up really good. Road win. Big game this week against South Alabama, a quality football team. I think from what I can see on video, I would say the most talented team athletically that we've played all year. They've got skilled people and big people that are very impressive in all three phases, and we have a tremendous challenge ahead of us Thursday night on a short week. So with that, we'll open up to questions.
Hey, John, it's Jamal at WSFA Montgomery. First of all, I know it's a game week, but one of those players that you mentioned last week, you wanted to see their role increase, Landon Parker, was able to find the end zone on Saturday. Just how proud of him are you that he was able to maximize his role on Saturday night?
Yeah, he made a fantastic catch on our sideline where he got his left foot down, and then I think his behind in bounds too. But and then he had the touchdown catch. Really just happy. He's a quality young man. He does a lot of extra work to invest in his craft, and he was one of the guys that we felt like him and Peyton Higgins, we felt like both had an opportunity to maybe do more than what they were doing to help our offense. And, P. Hig caught a little screen out on the perimeter and got about 12 or 14 yards, I think. No, it was a first down play. But both those guys played great. Really proud of Landon and happy for his success. Man, easy crowd today, man. This is I had a short opening statement. Looks like we're going to have a short media deal today.
Hey, John. This is John. Sorry, I was letting the dog out. It was barking, so
I got you.
Had to step away for a second. Jabri had obviously a big game Saturday night, and the last couple of weeks has really come along. Can you talk about him a little bit? And also I wanted to ask you, the second half, y'all been playing so well, and I know that's a combination of things, but do you attribute it more to adjustments at halftime or just being more physically better in the second half? I guess it's a combination of things, but if you could just talk on that a bit.
Yeah, Jabri, one of the most outstanding young men in our program. I mean, he is a fantastic human being, great attitude, relentless worker, tremendous teammate, talented as well. Very happy to have him on our team, and his success never surprises me because of the work he puts in, and he's a very consistent young man. And I'm so proud for him after having his season cut short last year to see him capitalize on the opportunities that he's been given and not surprised by that at all. And then to the second question, second half play, I do believe there is a physical component. I think we're a very well-conditioned team. I think Coach Witt, Rusty Witt, our head strength coach, does a great job making sure our guys are in good shape. And that's a year-round thing. Daniel Lindsay, our athletic trainer that oversees our football program day in, day out, I think does a really good job of making sure our guys are available if at all possibility. I mean, there's certain injuries that you can't make yourself available to, but if guys got the normal bumps and bruises, I always kid around with guys. The best ability as a player is availability. And so our guys do a good job with Daniel of staying healthy. I believe how we practice, we've got maybe what would be considered by some people an unconventional flow of the week by how we practice. 2 days before the game, we actually walk through, and then the day before the game, we actually run through. And so we do some things differently physically that maybe not everybody in the country does. I'm really into the analytics of like load management, sports science, how many yards did the guy practice, what was his top speed. I study all that every day. Every day we practice, I look at our guys' workload and top speed to make sure we're hitting top speed when we need to. And then from a football schematic standpoint, I think our staff, offense, defense, kicking game, all three phases, I got to give a lot of credit to our staff. I think they do a fantastic job of coming in, getting together, recalibrating, regrouping, adjusting, making tweaks that need to be made to help us put our guys in a position to be successful. And I think on the flip side of that, you have to give a lot of credit to our players for taking those adjustments and putting them into action. Great adjustments can be made, and if they don't get put into action the right way, then the adjustment doesn't matter. And so I think you have to give a lot of credit to our staff and the young men doing it. Is the adjustments are getting made the right way, I think, and then the guys are putting them into action for the most part.
John, obviously this is a huge game on Thursday. This means a lot to a lot of people in this state on both sides of Troy and South Alabama. To have won the last 4 in a row, obviously you were on the staff the last time Troy lost in this series, but that feeling of losing this game, how is that translated now into 4 consecutive wins, and how important is that to not want to experience that feeling of losing in this game?
Yeah, to me, you're hitting on 2 things. One is it's a rivalry game, and it is a big game to a lot of people, and rivalries matter. I think rivalries make college football fun and add a lot of value to the fans and the game and that sort of thing. And then I don't care who we're playing. I hate losing. I don't like – I got a 10-year-old son, and if I play him and pick up basketball in the driveway, he's going to lose. Like, he ain't winning. Like, I don't like losing. And I probably have a disease where I like winning actually more than I hate losing. Like, I hate it. And so I'm probably driven more just to I don't like losing. And so I got a lot of respect for the group we're getting ready to play. I do. I think this is maybe the most talented team we're going to play all year athletically. They are – I mean, I'll watch them on tape, and I'm blown away with how good this roster, these players, this is a very talented team. And they had the most Senior Bowl preseason watch list players, I think maybe in all of the group of 5, but I know our conference. And it wasn't even really close. And so, I mean, they've got a couple NFL running backs. They got a couple NFL D linemen. They got a couple NFL receivers. They got an NFL quarterback. They got DBs everywhere they can run. I mean, so it's a tough. This is not the same South Alabama team that a lot of people probably, are accustomed to seeing. They were really good last year. They returned like 18 or 19 of 22 starters off of last year's team. So it's basically the same team. We're just a younger team, and I like our team, but this team's got a lot of proven production back.
And then, obviously, you just talked about you hate losing to anybody and everything like that. But how important is it, or do you think it is, that you guys are coming in, having played, put together a string of wins like this? How does that carry that momentum, maybe that confidence? How does that help carry on into a game like this?
Yeah, confidence can help you. I think you got to be careful not to, the scoreboard starts 0-0 every game. You have to go earn anything you get. And, I think I got to make sure our guys, we have their full attention on just being where their feet are and being the best version of themselves every second they can be all week, Thursday, after the game, Thursday, Friday morning. Like, win, lose, or draw Thursday night, we're going to have a team meeting at 7 a.m. Friday morning. I'm going to go check classes. Like, I just want our guys to be their best every daggum day. And so, I think winning games can help create some momentum and confidence and those sort of things. But I also think that every game is really independent of what just happened. And you have to be extremely prepared, and every week is its own entity.
John, does it just come natural, or do you practice your victory dance moves?
That takes years of work. Years of work. I don't know the young lady that was her song that we were dancing to in the locker room. Our players love that song. It's not my personal maybe number one pick, but apparently she put something on like Instagram or Twitter or MySpace or something out there, and she put a video of our team doing the thing, whatever the dance is, I don't know, all that stuff, but we should invite her to a game. I think her name's something red, something, I don't know. But, yeah. Yeah, I'm not probably allowed to say the other part. My wife might be mad at me. But we're going to give her an invitation to the game at any point. She's got an open invitation.
But also on the flip side of that, John, just how important that connectivity with your players, obviously the celebrating in the locker room, the winning, the singing, the dancing, how does that help, foster and build that environment, that community of brotherhood and fellowship and love?
Yeah, love is one of our core values in our program, and I'm a firm believer that, man, relationships are so important. We preach daily. Like Coach Witt, our head strength coach, and I talk almost daily about humans over hardware. Like, I don't care about I care, but the building, the whatever, the fancy humans, man, it's about people. And so, to me, knowing our players' stories, knowing maybe the songs they like, even though it may not be my personal choice always, like knowing what they're interested in matters. And because if I know somebody's story and I have a relationship with them, then I can really coach them as hard as I need to coach them to get to be their best, and do it in a way that's extremely demanding, never demeaning. And so I love so many things about my job, but maybe the best thing is just the relationship piece of getting to see guys grow, seeing where they are and seeing where they can go. And man, if you're not, we talk a lot in our program about connectivity, and man, if you're not connected, you ain't got a chance. Like, and the best thing is, like, last Thursday, with my wife on our walk that we take every day at lunch, and I get a text from Austin Stidham. Hey, Coach, he'd be fine with me sharing this. If you get him out, I got a question for you. I'd like to ask for some advice. I call him right there. Like, current players, past players, man, it's all about the players. And if there weren't any players, there wouldn't be any coaches. They wouldn't need me. And if they were all Javon, Solomon, and Kamani, they wouldn't need me either.